How's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Pokemon Journey series. We're covering episode 120 in today's review. We skipped episode 119 just because that was a clip show episode, not really worth my time reviewing. Probably going to do the same with episode 121, by the way. But, regardless, we're talking about episode 120 today, the Koharu Focus episode. So how was this episode overall? Before I get into the episode review, you guys know the drill. If you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'd be pretty awesome if you would do that. Now, throughout this episode, Koharu seems to show an interest in Pokemon evolution. As Eevee has several different evolutions itself, she's very interested to see what form Eevee wants to take and what path it wants to take, as it's shown interest in multiple different paths. It's actually at the Eevee laboratory getting a checkup. And we also get to see all the stuff that Koharu has gotten since she started meeting the other evolutions. But she ends up talking to her dad about Pokemon evolutions, and he actually asks her if she wants to go camping for the weekend. So, the family decide to go on a camping trip. Well, anyways, only half the family goes initially, as Koharu's mother and brother are preoccupied. It seems like they're at a soccer game or something like that. It seems like her brother's participating, I think. Something like that. I thought that was pretty interesting. But anyways, they head out. They make a quick pit stop at an area which I presume is near Mount Moon, and Professor Sakuragi runs into one of his colleagues, which his name is Mr. Inoki. Turns out that Professor Sakuragi has known this guy since he was a kid, and we get some backstory on Professor Sakuragi from his childhood, in which he met a Clefairy and ended up saving it, bonding with it, but eventually had to say goodbye. And as a parting gift, it actually uses Petal Blizzard and then disappears. But anyways, the rest of the family catches up, and that's when Sakuragi is like, "Hey guys, come with me for a second." And that's when they spot a bunch of Clefairy that are doing their little evolution ritual, until a bunch of Golbat try to interrupt it and attack them. That's when Eevee steps in and also uses Copycat along with the Clefable that's with the Clefairy, uses Psychokinesis, and ends up driving away the Golbat. It turns out this Clefable is actually the same Clefairy that Professor Sakuragi met when he was a kid. So that was kind of nice. It ends up using Petal Blizzard and then it disappears. And then the episode ends with Koharu, seemingly more interested in Pokemon evolution and what path she'll take in life, because the possibilities are endless as the episode comes to an end. Okay, so overall, this episode is okay. Not a terrible episode. There are some nice, genuine moments in this episode, but I really didn't see the need to have this episode place in the middle of the Masters 8 tournament. It feels out of place, and it really didn't serve much for Koharu's character. We got more backstory in Professor Sakuragi. That was pretty cool. That was probably the best part of this episode. But the rest, not really. Unless this ties to Koharu's end goal, which she seems to be more interested in Pokemon evolution. So maybe she decides to do research with Pokemon evolution, and that's her goal. Maybe that's something that she takes on. Who knows? But, yeah, the content in this episode was lacking, in my opinion. It wasn't really that great. I really feel like it should have been more focused on Koharu and her goal. And like I said in my video the other day, I was hoping that maybe she'd eventually Gigantamax her Eevee, or even use the new gimmick from Gen 9. Or just discover it or something. But, yeah, the timing wasn't a coincidence. I guess I was just really hoping that they'd do something with Koharu at this point, but yeah, I've kind of given up hope. I don't think they're really going to do much more with her for the rest of Journeys, unfortunately. I will say it is interesting that Ash and Go didn't appear in this episode. They made a cameo in passing, but they actually didn't physically appear in the episode, which is the second time this has happened in Journeys for Ash, and the first time for Go. So that's kind of interesting, but yeah, again, the placement here is just odd. Why interrupt the Masters 8 tournament? Why do it to throw this random episode in here? It didn't really serve its purpose for Koharu's development, really, unless she actually decides to pursue research on Pokemon evolution down the line. It really just feels out of place. They should have just kept going with the Masters 8 tournament, because this is some odd pacing and an odd choice to just place this episode here when it should have happened either before the Masters 8 tournament or after it. I don't know. You guys might disagree with me, but I'm just not a big fan of the placement here. And if I'm being completely honest, that's really all I got for this episode. I just don't have anything else. I don't know. I'm done. I just really wish that the series did more with Kahoru. I'm just let down that Journeys just didn't do enough with her. Kept her as a side character. And yeah, just after she got Eevee, I had high hopes for her that she'd actually have some great focus and she'd have some great moments, but I just don't feel like the series has done her justice at this point, unfortunately. So yeah, that's all I got. So overall, pretty mediocre episode, kind of generic episode. Good backstory for Sakuragi. That's probably the best part of the episode, but the rest, meh. Unless this somehow connects to Kahoru's end goal at the end of the series, then nah, this was not it. I'm going to give this episode a 4 out of 10. So in the comment section down below, post your thoughts. What do you think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think? Do you think Kahoru is going to become interested in Pokemon evolution and she's going to want to do some research on it? Or does she have something else in mind? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And guys, have a great day or night, and I'll see you all later. Bye.